Hey, welcome back to a new episode for this Warhammer 40k Rock Trader playthrough. In this episode we are here in the Martis Endurance. It's basically a pub. We continue our adventure here on Footfall. Right now in this episode we are gonna do a lot of conversation and we will find out exactly what's happening here on Footfall. After this probably I'm gonna deal with those Ambers, I don't know exactly if they are cultists or not, that gang, Amber gang or whatever. So let's not wait any longer and let's start going through this area. It's exactly what we will find.
Searching is my observance.
There are a couple of guys or at least gals who we can speak here. One of them, it will be one of our companion, I think. There is a Medicaid check here. I'm gonna save scam it.
This cannot be.
Glad that I saved. I'm gonna save also in a conversation, or at least before doing a dialogue, because I want to get most of the checks.
Done.
Nice.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Are we on the proper area? I think we are, right? Yeah, this seems to be a tag area. I don't think we can speak. We can speak with this Riza, I think. The woman looks to be in her 40s and she is surveying you with interest. Her right eye appears almost black against her dusty skin, while her left eye emits a greenish light filtered through the smudged lens of prosthesis. Her arms are tattooed all the way from the base of her shoulders to her knuckles. Looking for something specific you're buying or maybe selling? Don't be shy, just ask. Old Riza knows all kind of folks. My boys will fetch you anything your heart desires. Let's see what you have to offer. Is this another vendor? Ah, okay, so it's the Fellowship of the Void. I'm gonna buy these. Yeah, let's buy everything. Next there are some boots, but we don't have the profit factor. Acid spitter, interesting. Okay, let's continue discussing with her. Who are these boys you work with? Riza lowered her booming, raspy voice. You heard about how the Clipper Saint Cognatius got hit recently? The cargo was cleaned out, everything of value taken. Well, that was my boy's handiwork. All ill-considered confession. Confession? What are you on about? All Riza just likes to embellish when she wants to make an impression. The nonsense she spouts in the presence of important people. Man, she speaks at the third person about her. We call ourselves the Fellowship of the Void, an association of enterprising, like-minded people who help the upstanding citizens of the Imperium rid themselves of the possession that are weighting them down. You notice Abelard's face twist in disgust. It will seem he has a rather strong opinion on individuals to whom Riza refers as the Fellowship of the Void. Let's go with this one. Terrible noble of you. Riza nods solemnly. It's a heavy burden, but someone's got to shoulder it, don't they? I'm glad you see where I'm coming from. What kind of goods are you willing to buy? Tech is always the best. If it's broke, no sweat, we'll fix it or take it apart. And if you score something so nasty that your fuzzy everyday traders won't even look at it, fear not, just bring it on over. Leave it to me and my boys to find the right buyer. The handling of sacred technology by layperson uninitiated in the Omnissiah priesthood is a Category 8 blasphemy. Incriminating evidence of profane act perpetrated by the unit named Old Riza has been recorded to use in future judicial proceedings. She chuckles darkly. Do you mean to threaten me, Tech Priest? Well then, I'll keep a record of this conversation too. I wonder which of us will feel the harsh hand of justice first. Will it be me, standing in the chains before your brethren, or you standing in an airlock before my boys? Grandpa Bahal says hello. Riza's face breaks into a broad smile. That old rascal, I thought he'd croak in the mines a long time ago, but old man Bahal still alive and kicking, you say? Me and him have been through a lot of interesting scrapers together, and all the weird wonderful things we acquired. Probably you wanted to say stole. Bagval will send his regards along with just anyone. You must have done him a good turn, and because of that, old Riza is going to give you a special discount. You have gained 5 profit factor discount on items from the Fellowship of the Void faction. I'll be get going. Nice doing business with you. I don't think it matters because we already had right the price to buy them, but we can get the second ones. Industrial hammer, man, this is nice. Auto pistol, boot. Okay, nice. This is nice. Okay, so this was fruitful. Let's see, there is something here. Let me check if we can get it. Yep. Let's explode it, since we have a lot of Melta charges. And I wonder who we will find here. I want to check to see where how it's called, not Jade, Jade? Gordei Skatov. The flappy man in warm clothes is sipping sadly over a glass of murky booze. Only when he looks up at you do you notice his eyes, large, piercing, and full of sorrow, stark contrast to his unkempt appearance. Could it be that someone actually wishes to keep me company? Allow me to introduce myself, Gordei Skatov, architectural historian. You look deeply despondent over something. What happened? Gordei sighed heavily. Here I go again, pouring my heart out to have you disappear in 10 minutes, just like everyone else before you. But alright, here is the story of Gordei Skatov, the unluckiest historian in the Imperium. I was born 2 sectors away from here. My family was quite influential, which allowed me to dedicate myself to my greatest passion, the history of Imperium architecture. I spent a number of years studying every scholarly work there was to find on this art, and then once I had inherited my family's fortune, I traveled and documented the development of architecture through on different worlds. Until one day, oh that accursed and blessed day, until one day I came into possession of something quite special. Gordei pulls what looks like a book or an album with homemade leather cover out of his bag. Both the pages and the bindings look well worn. Here it is, my undoing. This is an authentic booklet titled Devane's Design, one of the thousands that were printed centuries ago in the times of Footfall's construction. What a curious read, please tell us more. As Cassia takes a side step forward, Gordei smiles and shows her some of the faded pages. Footfall's founder, Lord Parsimus, was obsessed with his creation, Grand Future. This booklet described in detail what Footfall was meant to become upon its completion. Dozens of asteroids turned into glorious palaces and temples, massive bridges spanning the void itself, and the marvelous flying buttresses, the arch vaults of the exterior arches, the elegant arrangement of the balusters, and the interior, polyphora, 10 stories tall and more than a kilometer long, Cyclopean light tubes that catch the light of Furibundus and use it to brighten the holes in the hearts of the asteroids. Stained glass windows and mosaics, bas reliefs and statues. Reliefs, I think. Engrossed in his own description, Gorday stands up and starts tracing the outlines of arches and galleries with his hand. Keep listening. Emerging from his reverie, he catches himself blushes slightly and loudly flows back onto his seat. I apologize, I got carried away, but you must understand how deep an impression this booklet left on me when my young self picked it up. Simply, I could not think about anything other than Footfall. I was ready to give my life just to see this incredible station. And of course, no matter how hard my friends and loved ones tried to dissuade me, I still gathered all my savings and set out on a journey. It was not easy feat to cross two sectors, especially for a common citizen, albeit one who has some resources at his disposal. I had to change one ship after another at times, being forced to stay on transport worlds waiting for a vessel headed in the right direction or for warp disturbances to subside. The voyage took me a total of 107 years. In real space-time, of course. For me it was much less than that, somewhere in the neighborhood of the 30 or 35. And then after all those years, having spent all my savings, I reached my dream. And what did I see? A dump in place of the exquisite portico. Metal ant hills clinging to the columns, the marble tiles pilfered by paupers to use it as cladding for their hovels. Gorday hangs his head. It's been a dozen years since I came here and still haven't recovered from the shock. I had suspected that not everything from the booklet would exist in reality, but I never expected to see Footfall in such a sorry state. It is stumbling upon the horrible decomposing corpse of your beautiful beloved. Argenta gazes darkness. The warp, like a shameless thief, is guilty of stealing the short span allot to his servants. But what sense is there in spending half of your life on such an enterprise, only to then lose your spirit and waste the remaining half on nothing at all? Your perseverance, Master Skatov, should have been applied elsewhere. However, the fact that you succumbed to indolence after your journey is far more deserving of reproach than your questionable choice of life goals. So then, ink and paper too can lie and cause pain. Cassius sighed sadly. Does this mean that all I have ever read about will one day disappoint me with the ugliness of reality? That is tragic indeed. I wish I could see Footfall the way its creator envisioned it. Now that we can only dream of yarn for, be that as it may. I just wanted to say thank you for hearing me out. Over the dozen years I have spent on Footfall, not one person has hung around long enough to listen to my story to the end. It is such a delight to have shared everything that's been waiting on my mind. I'm poor as a church mouse, but I still have something to offer you as a token of my appreciation. After studying the booklet thoroughly, I discovered something interesting. A ciphered message scattered throughout its pages, taking the form of a riddle. It described certain places of interest on Footfall. I believe it is the work of the booklet creators. What if these riddles lead to something, a wondrous discovery? I will gladly share what I've been able to learn with you. Riddles, a flash of burning, almost childish curiosity brightens Cassia's austere countenance. Have you tried to make this wondrous discovery for yourself? I have not. I have, of course, but I'm an old man who is blind in one eye and can barely move his legs. I never found anything, but that doesn't mean there's nothing to find. Tell me about the places these riddles lead to. The first location from the riddles isn't far from here. It's a bridge that was supposed to go through the center of this district and into the void toward the neighboring asteroid. Only a couple of its spans were built, and even those lies in ruins. Still, if the cache survived after all these years, it is in there somewhere. Okay, so we got rumors. The destroyed bridge in the Shadow Quarters may contain... Okay. The second location in the Lantern of the Great Cathedral. A lantern is a small tower on top of a dome. You've seen Footfall's atrium, haven't you? The whole atrium is just the nave of the former little cathedral. The Liege is entire so-called palace will... the Liege's, I think, entire so-called palace will have fit inside what was meant to be not but a single room. The Great Cathedral, had it been built, would have been even bigger, but alas, its construction was just getting underway when the Wayne died and the work stopped. The lantern from its dome, however, has already been built and survived. It was brought inside the atrium and dubbed the Chapel of Saint Drusus the Warrior. All that's all I know. I wish you good luck in your search. I must take my leave. Good luck to you. Okay, so we got some rumors. Cache in the former lantern. Okay, and cache in the old bridge. Interesting. Okay, is there anyone else here?
Follow my lead.
Let's check these. These are some cities and a carouse here.
Lesson learned.
Okay, Abelard, you failed literally 95 check, man. That's not great, I have to say.
Unexpected result.
Yeah, the second time.
It's about time.
Okay. Okay, so we are entering in this conversation with Jay. Okay, so it's Jay, not Jade.
That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
Who'll give you grief, all right? Get out!
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Hidari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before?
The woman looks at you with the glassy eyes of a drunk, and you notice the two empty bottles that has been keeping her company before you arrived. She looks completely out of place in this dingy, smoky bar. The fancy attire, the abundance of jewelry, the implants plated with precious metals. Her appearance only screams wealth, but also audacity, for only an audacious person will flaunt their wealth in a place like this.
Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
She smiles somewhat groggily as she examines you over the glass that is raised to her lips. Call me Dragonel.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. It's always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of someone powerful. And the timing couldn't be better.
Takes a sip and pauses, then resolutely sets her glass aside and turns to you.
Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
She's a cold trader, a smuggler who deals in Xenos artifacts. Apart from this heresy, I know of no other grave crimes committed by her.
Henrik scoffs and says quickly and quietly, "What do you need help with?"
You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Leech for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladium, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Heydari's property carries certain risks.
Commerce test success. Jay appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Liege's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally, so Jay is encroaching on his turf. If Vladaim is not responsible for her disappearance of Jay's cargo, he will certainly benefit greatly from it. I suspect that Vladaim wants to keep the cargo out of your hands, and I want to put him in his place.
May the Exalted One bless you and your progeny. Then here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here, that's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There in the depths you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
Okay, I know exactly where this is.
A new challenge.
We're gonna go there a little bit later. Let's loot everything first, and let's see with whom we can still speak here.
Favors me today.
Okay, so let's speak with Octaviana. The burly woman with a wealth of fiery hair is in the process of tinkering with some unknown device that is clinging melodiously. She has a rough-looking implant in her place of her lower jaw. As you approach, the implant begins to move as if independently of the rest of her face. Welcome to the Adeptus Amasecus, sir. What can Octaviana get you? Amasec? LHO? Something more interesting? Octaviana freezes in place. It can be. Are you Sister Argenta, the Sister Argenta, the one who has the worst scum on Footfall shaking in their boots? The whole station is talking about you, and here you are in the flesh, in our humble Amasecus. Argenta stops Octaviana's torrent of adoration with a calm gesture. No more. I seek retribution against transgressors, not glory for myself. Despite her words, you catch a glint in Argenta's eyes. You can tell she is enjoying this enraptured attention. I'm gonna leave the conversation. Octaviana bows her head slightly. Until next time, sir. The thing is, I want to save check. Okay. What is this place? You're in the oldest watering hole on Footfall, sir. The Adeptus Amasecus is the only Adeptus one can find on Footfall. She laughs hoarsely. I'm Octaviana, I serve drinks, lend an ear, and if it comes down to it, quietly the rowdy ones. She sizes you up carefully. Folk usually come to the Amasekus for either pleasure or business. Might I ask what's brought you here? Octaviana glances at Henrix. Judging by your company, I take it you're here for business rather than pleasure. I am merely tagging along this time around. I have business here. Where better to do business than footfall, am I right? Business is the only thing keeping this melting pot going. If this wasn't the best place to make deals, footfall would have been stripped clean long before, one asteroid at a time. Okay. Octaviana leans forward. Sitting at this bar often puts folks in a talkative mood, and I don't see anybody paying me to keep quiet. Visits from an eminent individual like yourself boost the status of my establishment, so I can repay you by sharing what I've overheard. Some of it might help you out in your dealings. No doubt you've picked up a lot of local knowledge working in a place like this. Do you know anything about the Anvers gang? She gives you a searching look, then answers in a lowered voice. Maybe I do know something, but let's not shout about it the whole bar, alright? I'll be here long after you walk out of this bar, and the Anvers respect no agreements, law, or other gangs. You look at them the wrong way, you are dead. Anyway, to the point, those Anvers are scum among scum, the most unhinged goons you can find on football, and even other unhinged goons want nothing to do with them. They have no hierarchy, no territory, nothing, only a nameless leader who most of the Anvers haven't seen once. Their leader sends them leaflets with inspiring messages. Followers are recruited by other followers. The leash try to bring them into line, but it's like this. You clear out one group, and in the meantime, 5 more spring up elsewhere. Like I said, no one knows who their leader is or where this leader operates from. But here's what I've noticed. The most recent Anver leaflets, the ones so freshy you can smell the ink of them, always show up in the same area on the big slum asteroid. Let me show you where it is really quick. She uses a drop of liquor to draw a basic map right on the bar, right around here. I'm positive they're printing their little poems somewhere in the area. About that woman that started a gun up at the bar. Why are you so interested? You're looking into her or something? Octaviana catches herself up on meeting your gaze and bows her head low. Apologies, sir. Me and my big mouth. I guess this is why they broke my jaw so many times. She touches her implant. Octaviana drops her voice. Jay, you know Jay's pretty great. She's made a name for herself here on Footfall. She's a woman who came from nothing. She follows the unwritten rule of this place. She doesn't walk all over weaker folks, and she drinks like a fish to boot. There's lots to respect. The sad thing is, well, I guess all 3 of us have ties to the Kasbalika. There's no other way out of this. Jay should get off Footfall while she can. Better to lose her business than her life. Odd name, the Adeptus Amasekus, not very reverent. Octaviana cackles. What makes you say that? Do you know where you're standing? On the deck of Martyr's Endurance, a sacred vessel that once belonged to Adeptus Administratum. 100 years ago, the bureaucrats sent a mission here to establish a department, set up some kind of record-keeping over whole Footfall, and make everything here follow a billion laws to the letter. As you can see, it was the Martyr's Endurance and its inhabitants that got overhauled in the end. I don't know what happened to them, but the locals like to come here to make deals and count their money like before. In this temple of Imperium's accountants, over there you can see even the signs been preserved partially. A great place, and the new name fits perfectly. You like it? I'm flattered. It's not often that we got important visitors here, and it's even less often that they really appreciate this place. How are things here on Footfall? Haven't been to our fine station for a while, haven't you, sir? As per usual, there's never a dull moment. Either someone's getting shot in a square or some rich guy going on a safari to hunt commoners in the shadow quarters. So, sure, the Legion makes sure that the local shenanigans don't get in the way of business on the station, but what happens on the outskirts adds a little spice to our lives. We make do, but the real trouble is with every passing day it gets harder to find grub. I heard that some horrors are happening in the void outside Furibundus, that not all ships are making it here, and the Liege all patrons don't seem to be in a hurry to help. It's taking a toll on Vladaim authority, and if his authority wobbles too hard, he'll have plenty of people lining up to take his place. Yeah, I need to save right now. Give me the latest. This one might interest you, a tale I heard from a tipsy voidborn from a cargo barge. They exited the warp halfway between Furibundus and the Aviorus system and came upon a shuttle wreck adrift. The shuttle was registered to the Inevitable Triumph, a merchant ship that disappeared decades ago. She was found for Footfall. Her cargo holds brimming with valuable goods, but she never made it. If anything at all survived the shipwreck, it could be quite the lucky find. Okay, so it's rumor. Here's another tidbit for you. Some poor sot was here bawling about how his crew passed out a whole shipment of cargo along with the trash, and it was his fault somehow. He hid the fact, and once they docked at Footfall, he immediately went on a run. No surprise there. Had they discovered his blunder, he would have been executed. I don't know what sort of cargo it was, but the ship he served on usually goes between Footfall and Winterscale Realm. She passes the 100 Dreams crossroads and the Langren's Belt. If you haven't by that area, you might want to look for whatever that idiot cackled aboard. That will do for now. Okay, let's save again. It's been one thing after another lately. I figured I was due for some me time. Give me a splash of the local hooch, would you? Octaviana looks at you closely, then takes a bottle from a shelf and uncorks it. The transparent, pungent-smelling liquid quickly fills the glass that sits between you. Pasquale Respirator hisses quietly, and he says in an insinuating tone, "The alchemical composition of this substance is unknown to me, but never before have I came across such an unusual application, an exquisite path of martyrdom in honor of the Omniscient." Hendrix narrows his eyes. "I speak from personal experience, Dragonel, don't." Okay, let's see if we can make this check. Okay, so it's individual. Take a good look at it. Okay, we succeeded. Lord Imperial test succeed. The glass contains a liquid that is clearly made from spent Promethium. This is moonshine, virtually unfiltered, that quickly blows the drinker off their feet, and when imbibed regularly turns their liver into bubbling sponge. Got anything better? Octaviana grabs a dusty unopened bottle from under the bar and a clean glass. The amber liquid splashes against the crystal walls as she adds in a couple of black pebbles. The soft, spicy aroma tickles your nostrils. Drink. The amasec warms your throat pleasantly. You can make out a hint of spice, the flower of an oak barrel, and a distinct earthly aroma. You feel a little more at peace, and you reach the bottom of the glass sooner than you like. Give me something strong. Octaviana shows you an empty bottle and makes a helpless gesture. I'm sorry, sir, this was the last bottle of that year. What can I say? We're all feeling the brunt of footfall shipment problems. Until next time, sir. Okay. Let's save. Let's see. What else can we find here? Can we speak with someone else?
Tolerate weakness.
Citizen. I want to see if we can find the... Okay, we spoke with Skatov. I don't think. I think that's it. Okay, let's get back. Let's see if we can find the rumors, or at least the location from the rumors that we learned from Skatov. He said that one is here in the Shadow Quarter. So, let's go here. Interesting. I wonder if it's here. The rumor. So here where we need to go with Jay, but I think I'm gonna go and clear this dark hideout. I think this is where the Ambers are.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay, so I think this door opens. Let me check. Okay, we can go this area too, but I think this is a bad spot. Okay, I'm gonna save. Anvern Kingpin, the man with a shaggy mop of dark hair, is dressed and armed, about as well as everyone else in here, and yet he is unmistakably the leader. He takes a step towards you, he cackles, he spreads his arm wide in a welcoming gesture. My guests, what a joy it is to see you in my humble refuge. I see you have come here to be introduced to the truth. Which will you choose then, words or fire and metal? You already know the answer, heretic. Argenta grasps her weapon. If you have something to say, then say it. I will. Your time has passed. All of you, bureaucrats, the Kabaliska, rock traders, conceited aristocracy, and other worthless trash, all of you will soon burn. Do you even know what our names means? Outsider footfall calls us the Anvers. They do not stop to look, listen, learn. The man pauses, then half closes his eyes and proclaims in a crude but clear high Gothic. Auxilio non veniet. Help will not come. The maw has closed. The Coronus Expanse is on its own now. A new era has come and we are its sovereigns. Okay. I think he will poison the room.
Take a knee and
Yeah.
bow before me.
Crush them!
Warp relay, so yeah, we are poisoned. Let's see. First is Cassie, I think she can stay here. Pasquale, you can stay here. Argenta, you can... yeah, I think it's okay where you are. Abelard, I think we can stay in front. My main character can also stay in front and... come on. Come on, game. Okay, this is the fucking bird. And I think we can stay here with Heinrichs. Okay, first is Cassia. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if we can somehow move. If we move here, can we put this down?
I'm not accustomed
Yes.
to being ordered around.
This is a cover reduction. I think it's good to put it here.
Me. If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's put the damage here.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
I want to see, can we make them come here? Or at least gather them a little bit? I think we can.
Out of my way!
Okay, at least 2 of them. These are in a really good spot to shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna buff my main character. The problem is I put Abelard in the bad spot. Then I'm gonna give Heinrichs the turn to start buffing us.
I won't object to it. Your turn.
I think that's it. She can end the turn. Next is Abelard. Let's put him here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Can I have a shot with the pistol? No, I'm a little bit too far.
Tried and tested tactics.
Okay, that's great. Let's wait for them to come a little bit closer. I do not know why there is no music.
Here we go!
Time to slaughter someone. I'm not injured.
Okay, that's great because we don't need to burn ourselves. The thing is, Argenta, do you have a proper shot? No, you don't. Can you come here? And from here? No. I haven't basically checked. Okay, it's the pistol, but I think you can shoot here from this angle. Yeah, it might be great. Let's use concentrated fire also. And let's shoot.
As the Emperor commanded, faith without deeds is worthless.
I hope she will be okay there. Okay, next is Pasquale. Let's buff ourselves.
Beyond the sire knows.
And let's start putting these things on him. On these guys.
Scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request approved.
Let's see, can we shoot? Maybe use this. Okay. Let's wait for them. Okay, they went after Argenta. Oh, okay, that's not great. That's pretty bad.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Okay, next is Heinrichs. Let's buff again. I want to give her again some HP.
I won't object to it.
I'm gonna keep this dude alive.
Naturally.
Let's get to it!
Shall become.
Okay, that was nice. We at least kept her alive.
I've suffered worse.
Curse you, miscreant!
Okay. So we are next. We are burning, so we can use this without any issues. Then I think I'm gonna use on this one, and I'm gonna jump. They should kill both of them. The thing is, I can go near these guys. I can attack once. I killed it, for fuck's sake.
Nothing I can't do. Suits my purposes.
Okay, that's nice. How many jumps do we have? 1. But the thing is, I think it's better if we can go back. So let's go to our position. I think this is safer. Yeah, next time I'm gonna buff a little bit
Lord Captain,
Argenta.
isn't
I'm
this a
gonna
job for
buff her.
ourselves?
I'm gonna try to see if I can drag multiple guys here.
Accustomed to being ordered around.
Okay. That's okay-ish. Abelard, you can start
Indeed.
charging.
It will be done. I took care of this one.
Well play. I think we can smack this one.
Victory is imminent.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Okay, that's the kingpin. That was nice. Okay, next is Argenta. The thing is, I do not know exactly where to position her. I think it's better if we come back here and
I will be
do some damage, try to kill this one.
fury.
I think it's safer.
I'll do it.
Okay, next is Pasquale. We have this perfect spot. I think I'm gonna shoot these guys here.
Running binary code generates you machine.
Do a couple of damage to them. And then this one, I think I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, let's try to shoot this instigator.
Time to slaughter someone.
I've suffered worse.
Okay, that's not great. I need to buff to see exactly if I can buff Abelard.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
I need to bring the bird here.
Your turn.
Let's get
Protect you.
Okay, so Argenta is down. That's not great, but we can manage.
Not a problem for me. That was insulting.
This gave me a turn, at least a spot. But that's nice because I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna attack this one. Then I'm gonna jump back here.
Pass.
Come on, seriously?
All too easy.
Okay, this is not great.
Nothing I can't do.
Man, he keeps parrying.
Suits my purposes.
Let's see. We should hit him a lot of times.
Nothing I can't do.
And then we should hit him twice right now with the jump. Parry. Only 2 damage. And we are back. Okay.
How dare you?
Yes, yeah.
If only that were possible.
Can we make them come?
Careful not to cross my gaze.
Let's get to it.
Okay, at least we brought one here.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Let's keep Abelard alive. Let's put this here. Okay, so yeah, we can end. Next is Abelard. I think we can charge this guy.
At your back. It will be done. At your beck and
Okay, that was nice damage. Let's see if we can make him go down. Apparently we cannot. Let's hope we will survive his attacks. I don't think Abelard will survive, but we will see.
I'll revert to more
Yeah, he's dead. Oh, nice. Okay, that was pretty lucky. Let's go with a joint analysis.
Show me what you've got.
Okay, what's happening? Okay, next is Henrik's. Can't we charge this dude? Okay, bring the bird here. Let's give Abelard some HP. And let's smack this one with the shield. Nice. Okay. Next is my main character. The thing is that I need to use this.
See how they respond to this.
I have a Medicae, but I need to get close to Abelard. Let's use this on the Kingpin. He will keep burning. Next is Cassia. I think it's better if we buff Henrik's. There is one dude there, but it's not a concern to us.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Okay, so he have a desperate measure, but I don't think it's good to use it or not right now. The thing is, I'm gonna keep hitting this dude.
Indeed. Who thought that was a good idea?
Maybe we can deal with it. Okay.
It will be done.
His range. Holy fuck, at least dealt a lot of damage to that dude.
At your beck and call.
But that wasn't great. Okay, he's at 1 HP.
Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
Nice. Okay, let's seek the Kingpin. Okay, he healed himself. He is going after me. Okay, that's bad. Nice. Do I have desperate measures?
Contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Okay, can we see it? Okay, we cannot.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. Running by narrative right. My vow is
Not my worst day.
Leave it.
Yes.
For the throne's glory.
Why can we charge? I think I'm gonna use this.
Let's see to it.
I think it's way better.
Naturally. Do my bidding.
Time to prove my mettle.
Okay. Okay, I have that waltz. Okay, so this fight is over. At least this Kingpin is over.
Another clean strike.
Nice. You can chill now. And I think we can clean the rest of the guys.
Back into the fray. I don't have time for this. Nothing I can't do. All too easy. Already done.
Seriously, you just parried that
No
also?
problem for me.
Something of value has been lost.
Never wavered in the face of adversity. Not my specialty.
Seriously, I cannot see it.
Follow my lead. One fewer target.
Okay, I think this is it, right? Yep. Nice, we leveled up, so that's awesome. First thing first, let's disable this poison. Because it will keep damaging us. I want to see how many wounds do we have.
Scorn the pain.
Okay, so I can heal myself. Come on,
I tire of idleness.
let's heal Pasquale.
I stand in recognition.
Weapon skill and ballistic skill. Okay, I think we are okay-ish. We can do another fight
None
here.
shall stand in my way.
But right now, let's loot everything. And flamer. Okay, that's nice. Anvor chainsword. Okay, this is pretty nice. It's a one-hander. I also need to check exactly what we got. Okay, interesting. What did you got from that vendor?
Follow my lead.
Let's go here.
Do you require...
Argent, are you up? Yep.
I'm restless. What deeds await us?
Okay. So before closing this episode, I want to level up. So, let me see exactly. We are gonna go with my main character first. And, come on. We have level 2 executioner. So, it's not level 2, level 3, I think. So, we are gonna go anatomy expert. The maximum number of wounds for the executioner depends on their medicay instead of toughness. Okay, next is Abelard. So with Abelard we will go with always ready. The arch militant begins combat with 2 stacks of versatility. Argenta it's the same. Next is Pasquale. With Pasquale we will go with Hunter's Ambush. When the bounty hunter performs a single shot attack on an immobilized or stunned target, this attack refunds its cost and does not count for their attack limit once per turn. Cassia next. With Cassia we will go with improved strategy. Or improvise. Yeah, improvised strategy, sorry. At the start of the combat, the grand strategist gains 1 random unknown stratagem and can use it until the end of combat for 0 AP. How it's called? Heinrichs will go with Psyker Pyromancer. This is it. I think we can also go... did we loot this? We will go to the rest of the footfall and speak with the Liege, just to finish the quest, right? No, it was another one. Before ending this episode. We are a little bit hurt on Abelard and Argenta, but it is what it is. The rest of us are pretty healthy. I think this fight went pretty damn good, to be honest. Okay. We need to go here. Let's go to the Liege residence.
I'll lay claim to
Let's
the
inform
stars.
him that we dealt with the Anvers. Greetings, your lordship. I don't mean to hurry you, but I do hope that our deal is still in place. The station continues to experience increasingly severe shortages of provision. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized the Anvers, Agitator-in-Chief. That is truly outstanding accomplishment, your lordship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next Mad Hoodlum makes himself known. Okay. And I think this is it. In the next episode, I'm gonna start from, I think from the atrium, right? And we will see exactly what we will find. I think I'm gonna start from the atrium because I want to start doing those rumors, right? Here on the station, and the only thing that's left to do is to go and help Jay. So I think this is it for this episode. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'm gonna see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.